Tonight I am presenting, my name is Stephanie Warner, and tonight I am presenting with Stacy Ellie. I'm going to do the first half of the presentation, and then Stacy is going to help me out at the end.
We adopted our
So Solex started actually way back in 1982, and it was a company called Energy Development. Lawrence Swenson is the founder of the company. He adopted a son who had cerebral palsy, and he traveled the world looking for a way to improve the quality of his son's life. He knew that Western medicine was not going to help him, and he didn't believe that it was impossible to improve his quality of life. And so as he traveled the world, he discovered all kinds of amazing technologies in China, Germany, Russia, and beyond. And so he began to think that he could start his own company and gather all of these different pieces and put them together. And that's exactly what he did. He created a machine called the theta chamber now. And that theta chamber actually reversed his son's cerebral palsy. His son is now a full-grown adult with absolutely no symptoms. And this is really what launched Lawrence Swenson into his career, with inventing technology that was based off of frequency, light, sound, and movement. So fast forward to 2008, he discovered the NLS system at a trade show in China. And this NLS system actually came from Russia. And this was a full body digital analyzer and frequency generator that came in a huge computer system, cost $38,000. And he wanted to bring it back to the United States because he was learning that all of these other countries had this incredible technology that they were using to help people. And he wanted to bring that here. So he brought that back here. And then he discovered that he wanted to make it even better. He wanted to keep improving on it. He wanted to add new programs to it, new databases, and that eventually became the AOScan technology system that launched in 2012. And even then, it was this big computer system that you had to access in a practitioner's clinic. You had to go, wear a headset, sit there. Sometimes it took up to 4 hours to do all of these bioresonance scans. And Lauren said that's not good enough. He wanted to get this into the hands of everyone in the country and beyond. So in 2021, they were able to advance this software so much that it can now fit into any technology that you have in your home, a phone, a tablet, a laptop, a computer. It is a web-based application that lives in the cloud that now you can download to any of your devices and have access to these incredible bioresonance scans in the comfort of your own home or in your holistic business. So in 2021, we all joined Solex and started this business with them to help share this incredible technology with the world. Because once we tried it, we knew that we could not keep it to ourselves. So what is this AOScan system and how does it work? There are more than 10 programs included with AOScan. It's called Quick Scan, Supplement Library, Inner Voice, Vitals, Hormones, Comprehensive Body Systems, a dental scan, and newly created just this weekend, Mind Sync. So let's get started with the very first one. One of my favorites is Inner Voice. Inner Voice takes a 10-second scan of the sound of your voice. You simply speak into your phone or your tablet, just like this, and it analyzes 8,000 frequencies. And in those 8,000 frequencies, it's going to pull out the top 4 emotions that are most out of range for you, because they were able to discover that every single note in the sound of your voice is associated with a different set of emotions. Still got some people rolling in here. So it not only analyzes that and identifies those top 4 emotions that are most out of range, it then produces custom sound therapy music that helps to improve your mood, boost creativity, helps you sleep better, breathe deeper, de-stress, and it can also sometimes decrease pain for people. How many people do you know that are suffering from physical symptoms that likely are associated with an emotional root cause? This is where inner voice comes in, and how powerful and peaceful to just be able to listen to music to help yourself feel better. Here are some of the testimonials that people have shared with us about how inner voice helps them feel. This is from Tracy. I have lived in fight or flight my entire life due to childhood trauma. With inner voice, it is taking me out of it. My OCD is totally getting better and better. I am finally understanding what it's like to relax. This is a life changer. That's aside from being able to sleep soundly for the first time ever. I think we all know someone who is going through these issues that could potentially benefit from this music as well. And Stephanie says that since listening, I have felt like I have more control over my anxious feelings. There have already been a few times that I'll notice a panic attack starting. I will play my songs and I can immediately feel the tension leaving my body. I feel like I always have a tool with me to keep my body and mind at peace. Yes, because you can literally take it with you anywhere you go. We also did a little bit of a study, a small study, but a study nonetheless. A group of 10 people who listened to inner voice music for 21 days reported the following results. Overall improvement in emotional state after 3 weeks went up 54.2%. Improvement in depression, 70.4%. Decrease in physical pain, decreased anxiety, and better sleep just from listening to music. How amazing is that? And as if that wasn't good enough, just this weekend, they launched a brand new program that is included with AOScan called Mind Sync. This is for you to create custom I am affirmations in your own voice. You choose the music that you want to play with it. You choose the level at which the consciousness barrier is coming into play, and you can reprogram your beliefs. They believe that if you listen to your own positive affirmations in your own voice, that this will increase how quickly it is programmed into your mind versus if you were listening to stuff on YouTube or listening to somebody else's voice. This is you and you alone. How powerful is that? So I also want to talk to the practitioners that might be in the room tonight, because if you are a holistic practitioner on any level, you know that your clients have negative beliefs that are blocking them from achieving their health and wellness goals. And how amazing would it be if you could give them a tool that would help them to overcome those negative beliefs that they have about themselves so that they could potentially heal faster or even believe that healing is possible in the first place. We are so excited about this Mind Sync program. We can't wait for all of you to try it. We've already had amazing testimonials of people just using it for 2 days. And next, one of my favorites is Supplement Library. So Supplement Library brings in that supplement piece of your healing journey, but it helps to take the guesswork out of it. How many times have you had a cabinet full of supplements and you're like, I just don't even know what I need to take today, unless you're on a protocol with a practitioner or something. But this allows you to take something like, let's say this Ionix Gold. This is a liquid supplement. So you could take this and put it into a little glass container, a little shot glass. You enter the information and the dose size into the supplement program, and then you set whatever the dose size is on the screen of the phone, the tablet, whatever you have. Tap scan, and the AOScan captures the unique energy signature of that supplement, saves it into a database, and then when you go into the scanning programs, it compares the energy of the supplement library to your personal energy and identifies which supplements you are most in resonance with. And it shows you the 6 supplements that you most need for that morning, that afternoon, that evening, completely taking the guesswork out of all of it. I know there has to be somebody in this room that's like, ooh, that's me. That's me. So supplement library is amazing. And it also helps practitioners to identify what supplements they may have in their catalog, in their clinic, so that they can pinpoint and create customized protocols for their clients. So moving on, right on along here, we have Sephy. Sephy is our subtle energy frequency imprinter, and even more programs and frequencies have been added to this list just this weekend. So Sephy is the powerhouse of this device, okay? This is where you can imprint frequencies into things like water, sugar pellets, wearable jewelry, bracelets, or you can also broadcast them to an individual anywhere in the world through the quantum field. In quantum reach, we have positive affirmations. In quantum frequency, we have, if you can think of an illness or an ailment, it is likely in that category. There is a frequency to help support the person get through those symptoms. Quantum affirmations, even more affirmations. You can create your own Bach flower remedies at home, exact replicas of what you would buy at your health food store. You simply imprint those frequencies into a tincture of water and alcohol. The water holds on to those frequencies and you take it just like you would orally any Bach flower remedy. Quantum chakras, frequencies that help you completely reset all of your chakras from top to bottom. Quantum homeopathy. We now have over 300 remedies, and this program was developed by a rocket scientist who worked for NASA, who turned into a homeopathy expert and showed us how we can literally take frequencies and create our own homeopathic remedies at home, the exact same as what you buy at the store. You imprint them into sugar pellets or water. These are phenomenal. I use them all the time for my family when we have illnesses come up. I broadcast them to myself. This program, you search for a symptom. Maybe you're not familiar with homeopathy. You search for a symptom. Say you have a headache, put the symptom in. It'll show you the homeopathy remedies that help with headaches. It could not be easier to use these programs. Homeoenergetics, Stacey is going to go over in just a little bit. And Sephy dots are wearable patches that you can imprint frequencies into. And this is what people are saying about Sephy. I was introduced to AO 3 weeks ago. I have had hellish hot flashes and night sweats for 22 years. I'm 72 now. I have tried literally everything through the years. Nothing has helped. The first night I went from 6 to 8 sweats a night to 2, and it is now reduced to 0. I am sleeping so much better. I am convinced. This is what energy can do. We skip over all the physical stuff. We go straight to the quantum language of the body. And that is how these scalar waves are working. Next one. This is from a practitioner on our team, Julie Tibbles. She was with us this weekend. She lives in Canada. She had a client who had a little girl with bladder troubles. So she did a vital scan on her, which Stacey will talk about in just a second. She did a body system scan for the urinary system. And then she sent her frequencies from that Sephy program that we just talked about. Frequencies for bladder information, all of these things that you see here. And the mom reported back that for the first time in a long time, her daughter fell asleep without having to go to the bathroom 500 times. Now, this is a child. Kid, there is no placebo with these kids, right? How amazing is that? So we just covered a lot. I covered inner voice, music that you listen to help harmonize your emotions, supplement library, helping you to identify the supplements that are most in resonance with you. Sephy, frequencies for all, absolutely everything. And Mind Sync, our new positive affirmation subconscious reprogramming system that everyone needs in their life. But that's just half the story. And Stacey is now going to go over vitals, comprehensive, and homeoenergetics.
I just have to say, when we got together in 2020, before this launched, this software only had 4 programs. And one of the things that they talked about this last weekend is we will never, ever change the price of our monthly subscription, no matter how many times we upgrade the software. How beautiful is that? So let's talk about this bio-individuality approach. We are all unique in our biological makeup and needs, and understanding you and your client's unique blueprint is vital to healing. AOScan educates you on the energetic state of your being. So let's talk about the vital scan. This was the thing that got me sold, because I'm an RN and I'm all about, I geek out on all the details. And so the vitals will do a complete blood biology and body system scan and optimization. And so when you go to your doctor and you spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on all of these different tests, what if you could actually scan your blood biology, your CBC, your hormones, which is something new, your GI function, your immune system, your cardiovascular, even bacteria, viruses, heavy metals, food sensitivities. It is amazing, amazing. And sends optimizing frequencies to help bring balance on what it finds out of range. What? So cool. So check this out. This individual had severe symptoms, okay, with smell and taste, heart palpitations, intense migraines, and all kinds of issues. Check out here on the right, the before and after. And Evie says, I'm blown away. My blood test from a regular doctor came and my glucose is high, which is indicated on the AO scan. How soon can I get one? It is so amazing how we can see, actually, we have practitioners that will show how the AO scan matches with actual blood tests too. It's so cool, but it also even picks up at the cellular and frequency level. So it's going to pick up stuff that you don't even really see sometimes yet on a blood test. So let's talk about the comprehensive scan. I use this a lot of times with clients. When you are looking at a specific area of the body, you actually have the ability to target certain anatomy. And so I have had sessions, many sessions where, let's just say, if I have somebody who has shoulder issues, I can scan the arteries, the veins, the bones, anything in a certain area of the body, and literally can find on a specific detailed level what is out of range, but then also send frequencies back to optimize that and bring homeostasis. It is like the coolest thing ever. And so this is a picture of the comprehensive report. And it's amazing also, and gives such good detail about just anatomy. You know, I've had anatomy classes, but I don't know much about my anatomy. And so it really, really, really gives us a good detail about what's really going on with our parts. And there's more. And so it actually does PET scans. Y'all, I just got a kitty. And she sits with me every morning and we do an actual scan and optimization, and she listens to her pet harmonics. And so imagine thinking about actually supporting your dogs, cats, and horses. And so the equine community is huge. And the thing with veterinary medicine is it's not even advanced as our traditional allopathic healthcare medicine. And so this becomes a way to support our animals too. You can also scan and optimize your body systems. And the cool thing about the body systems report is it will also give you recommendations on how to change and support the energetics in your system. One of the coolest things that just recently happened is, and this just happened this last weekend, is now we can scan our hormones. So what we don't realize is this is changing all the time. And I just posted about this tonight. We go and we get like a 1 hormone blood test, but that does not give you the full picture of what's really going on. And it was so interesting last weekend because it makes sense. with women, our hormones are changing over a 28-day cycle, but with men, it's like over 1 day. And so what would it be like if you could track that on a regular basis and also send the frequencies back to help bring balance? As far as the homeoenergetics, these are all kinds of amazing detox frequencies that we have. But the cool thing about these detox frequencies is that each one of them has multiple homeopathic frequencies, but then also has the herbal supporting frequencies to actually support our elimination, support our detox pathways. And so that's the biggest thing with detoxing. You got to make sure that your detox pathways are open. These frequencies help with that. And so we have everything from bacteria, candida, herpes, viral, vaccination. And then this last weekend, they just added like, I think 20 more. Isn't that right, Steph? Something like that. There are so many amazing ones. Literally, there's one for silicone detox. A lot of people that are dealing with like breast implant illness. There are so many amazing ones. And so I'm just super excited for all of it.
Yeah, so AOScan really is a full spectrum wellness solution. I mean, you've seen us just barely touch on these incredibly complex programs that do so much to analyze the bioenergetics of the body. And yet it is so simple and easy to use. This truly is empowering people to take their health back into their hands and empowering practitioners to get to the root of what is going on with their clients. It is safe, it is non-invasive, it is handheld and portable. Anywhere there is Wi-Fi, you can access these scans. Anywhere there is Wi-Fi, you can be sending frequencies to support your loved ones, whether you can be there with them in person or not. It is incredibly affordable. This used to be a $38,000 system here, people, and it still blows my mind, the price point that they have it at right now. It generates frequencies and it does those body scans. It just so much and more, right? And you might be asking yourself, well, like, who uses AOScan? What kind of people have this in their lives? We are here to raise the vibration of the planet by helping people put their health back into their hands with quantum technology tools. Our vision is to help every single person get an AOScan in their home or in their clinic so that you can achieve balance in spirit, mind, and body. We have a community that has anything from functional medicine practitioners, chiropractors, naturopathic doctors, integrative medicine doctors, to holistic minded moms, to energy healers, to hypnotherapists, to lawyers, dentists, you name it. Everyone is benefiting from this technology in so many different ways and using it in their personal and their professional life. So if you are someone that identifies as being holistic minded, as someone who is sick of running on the hamster wheel with your chronic illness and you just want to find out what is wrong with you, if you are a practitioner who has been looking for a quantum technology that can help make your life easier, then you are in the right place, and we welcome you to join our community. We have some of the most brilliant minds in natural medicine on our team, and seeing everybody collaborate and come together to share new ideas for how to implement this to maximize its benefits is one of my favorite parts of doing this. So if you are curious to learn more, or if you're like, hey, sign me up right now, reach out to the person who invited you here. We would love to do a scan for you, answer your questions, help you to get to know this better to see if it's a good fit for you. And I am going to touch on this. I believe somehow we missed a slide here. I am going to touch on the price point. This technology, and now it actually is even more affordable because they used to sell devices that you would have to run this on. They don't even sell the devices anymore because it now is so advanced that it works on any tablet, computer, or phone. You can get this in your life for just $5 a day. And if you're a practitioner, I hope you're doing the math here, because you can charge people for scans and make way more than just $5 on a scan. All right. It's just $5 a day to support yourself, your family. And we have so many different options for you to choose from. It is a monthly subscription. And with that monthly subscription, there is no contract. You can pause and cancel at any time. We have very few people that do that. Most people who join us have been with us for a really long time, and even since the beginning. So thank you for spending your evening with us. Thank you for taking the time out to learn about this new paradigm for wellness. We are literally shifting the consciousness of society with this, and we invite you to join us if that is something that you are here for. If that is your purpose and your mission in life, then come and join us. And I hope you all get in touch with the people that brought you here. Thank you, Stacy, for joining me tonight. You did wonderful, and we will see you all next time.